Greetings, everyone. This is Q, man, as I adjust my screen here. This is Q, man. I hope everyone is doing well on this fine Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday because I've been to the gym twice this week, and that's how I determine what day of the week it is. I don't keep up with none of that, guys, because every day is Friday and every night is Saturday night in paradise. So, guys, I don't think we're going to get too many people in here today because we're talking about a subject. Well, first, let me get to this. I always get to this, guys. It's currently 76 degrees. For those of you who don't know, I'm in beautiful Boca, Chica, which is in the Dominican Republic, guys. Had a high today of 89. It's 76 right now, so it's beautiful, guys. I've accomplished everything I need to accomplish today, guys. I've cooked, I've washed the dishes, so now I'm coming to talk to my people. So, guys, what we're going to talk about today is, and this video is really for people who are currently in the military, man, because someone needs to reach out to you guys and make you understand how important it is that you get treated for everything that happens to you while you're in the military. So although I think my veterans who are no longer in can benefit from this video, and you will, because I'm going to teach you something you did not know. I'm hoping to capture people who are currently on active duty now, because I don't want you to be like me. Because I was so hardcore, I almost separated from the military without ever getting treated, without ever going on sick call, without ever documenting all my stuff. So, guys, it's very important that you document your stuff. I see you, Jamal. I'm gonna get with you in a minute. What up with you? So, guys, the reason I'm making this video is, guys, I did a consultation with a brother today, and I've done over 100 consultations to see if I can help people with their disabilities. Some of them are pretty smart, some of them don't know what they're doing, but the guy I helped today, cool guy, and I now believe that he's a friend. He was on top of it, but there's some things that he didn't know that he can do better, and I think I put him in the right place. So over my experience in doing consultations, guys, I think it's very important that I start after we get through the hello, my name is this. Oh, also, the brother already knew me. He subscribed to the channel. Him and some of his partners think the channel is great. They laugh, have fun with me. One of his friends, he said he quotes me all the time. Q said this, Q to me. So yeah, this was one of my better consultations because the brother listened. But in doing VA consultations, guys, you really got to take control of the conversation, and you have to establish something. And that's the purpose of this video today. What is service connected? Because people will waste your time filling out documents, doing stuff for stuff that's not service connected and will never ever be service connected. So right now, we go get down to the nitty gritty and explain what is service connected. The first element of service connection are those issues, illness, conditions, whatever you had before you joined the military. And the military don't like, I was a recruiter. The military don't like you getting in the military if something wrong with you, okay? They want you to complete basic training IT. They don't want, after spending thousands and thousands of dollars on you at the year, you get separated because of something that was wrong with you before you came in the military. But the first element of service connection are those things that are wrong with you before you joined the military, and because of your service, they got worse. Okay? That's the first one. And that's one of the reasons why the military don't like letting people in if it's stuff wrong with them. The second and the most common and the biggest one, although there are some exceptions, and I'm going to get to those exceptions in a minute, And this causes a big problem. A lot of people, I have people mad at me, want to fight me, want to argue with me. But listen, the biggest and the most common only way, other than two exceptions I'm gonna get to, service connected, you had to get treated for it while you was in the military. I don't give a care how many buddy letters you get. Man, I got some buddies who I think I can write a letter for me to say what I want them to say. Buddy letters are real good when they come from commanders, former commanders, executive officer, first sergeant, platoon sergeant. They put their title on there. They put their contact information. Buddy letters, you know who need buddy letters? People who don't have no medical evidence. They need buddy letters. But buddy letters are effective when they come from people with titles, okay? So the most important element of service connected are those illnesses and injuries that you occurred while in the military and you went and got treated for. That's service connected. I don't care if you separate from the military and the next day you go get a sleep study. How the military, how the VA keeps from paying us, it has to be service connected. Service connection are those illnesses and injuries that you occurred while serving in the military, and it's documented in your military record. I mean, so many people, man, who I've helped, who trying to get service connection for stuff that will never, is not now and it will never be. So once I establish this at the beginning of the consultation, I eliminate a lot of problems. And when they try to bring up that non-service connected stuff, I shut it down. I shut it down, guys. The consultation I had today, my man didn't really try. He tried to squeeze something in there, but I've already discussed that. If you want to go forward with that, fine. But I've explained to you what service connection is. He was great. Now, there are two ways you can get service connection without something being documented in your military healthcare records. The first one is, if you got a DD form 214, okay, that shows that you deployed to an area that was deemed combat area. You was in combat. And after your service, you started having mental health issues, psychological disorders, PTSD, depression, anxiety disorder, irritable bowel, all those type things associated with people who have been to combat. That is one of two ways you can get service connected if it's not documented in your military healthcare records. Mental health, but you have to have a 214 showing where you deployed. Okay, that's the first one. Everything else to get service connected, it has to be documented in your healthcare record. So it's very important that I don't care how tough you are, how hardcore you are, that when you're in the military, you go get treated for everything. Don't be like me. I didn't do it. I was hardcore. I made E5 in 18 months, and I got selected for the Sergeant Major Academy. I was going to make Sergeant Major, but I was so messed up, I had to get out. Here's the last way you can get service connection for something that's not documented in your military health record. And this really goes for guys who are in the Vietnam area, guys who went to Afghanistan, and guys who served on a ship as bastards. So the VA and the government came out with these things called presumptive injuries or illnesses, meaning if you got a D form 214 that shows that you deployed to these areas, and those areas are on that list, and they got a list of conditions and illnesses that veterans are proven to have gotten while serving in those areas, you can get service connection for that. And I've helped plenty cats in their 70s and 80s get disability because they had cancer from serving in those areas, Agent Orange and other stuff like that. They don't even have military records no more. They were lost. but they got a 214 showing they served in those areas, and they have one of the conditions that's listed on the conditions that people get who serve in those areas. It happened in Iraq when they were burning oil, and Navy personnel who worked around asbestos. It happened for Iraq, Afghanistan. There's some areas where, so those are only two: mental health issues and presumptive injuries associated with you served in that region. And the only proof you need is on your 214 shows you served there, and the other proof is you have this illness documented by a doctor, and you can apply for service connection. Guys, every time I explain that, I eliminate all the confusion. I eliminate everything. I eliminate it. When people come talking about, yeah, I've got sleep apnea, okay, I believe you. But you've gained 40 pounds. You're fat, out of shape. You guys, I'm sorry. You got sleep apnea. No one's doubting it. You took the test. You got the mask and everything. But I don't care how many buddy statements you get because somebody's saying they were sleeping next to you, they heard you snore. You're not getting service connection for sleep apnea. That's 50% disability. You're not getting that unless you got a sleep study while you was on active duty. You're not getting it. Okay? So have I clearly explained to you service connection and you understand? So stop trying to waste your time and your paper and the VA's time applying for stuff that you're not ever going to get service connected for. Now, one thing that always comes up, people get their VA decision letter and they mad. You get 20% for this, 50% for that, 12% for, 10% for that, and this is not service connected, and you mad, you got a problem. Don't be mad, because the VA gives you everything you need to get whole. But the most important thing you need, and I'm not talking about my man because I'm just using this as an example. My man is going through his fight with the VA, and he don't even have a copy of his medical records. You cannot, that's worse than having a bullet with no guns. How can you protect your house? You got a gun, but you don't have no bullets. You cannot fight a war with the VA if you don't have your medical records. So the first thing you need to do, I gave him some pointers and ideas of where to start to get his medical records, okay? One more thing I want you guys to understand that's very important. Once you're a veteran and you go to the VA for treatment, when you go and have your evaluation by a third party or contractor, guys, you need to know what they're saying about you. This is going to be a part of your appeal. When the VA gives you a decision letter and you want to appeal that, it's called a notice of disagreement. You can't do a notice of, you can, but to have a better notice of agreement, you need to know what was said about you. Also, you need to have your medical records and a knowledge of your medical records. If you got your medical records, you need to go through every page and read it. You need to know what's in there. Because when the VA sends you a decision letter and give you a rating, let's take one item. Let's say the VA in this decision letter saying, we gave you 50% VA, 50% rating for PTSD because of this. In the next paragraph, they go tell you what you need to get 60%. The next paragraph, they go tell you what you need for 7%, 80%, all the way up to 100%. They go tell you what evidence and symptoms you got to have documented in your medical records to get that next rating. They telling you this is why we gave you 50%. If the knowledge of your medical record says, you know, in your record, I'm reading what they said, for 60%, 70%. Yeah, I got that in my record. All you're going to do, you can't do this if you don't have your records, okay? You go to your record, you make copies of the pages that match 60, 70, 80, 90%. You get on the computer, you file your notice of disagreement. You say, hey, this is why I disagree with you. You rated me at 50%, but according to here, you say I need this to get 70, 80, 90%. in my medical records, I meet the category for 80%. You send that in. That's your appeal. It's called a notice of disagreement. Okay. Now, let's say that you agree with the VA's rating. Okay. You just got your rating. You agree with it. It's 50%. It's 50%. Fine. But this is what I want you to know. The healthcare industry knows as we age, nothing's going to get better. Everything that's wrong with us is going to get worse. So guess what? You're 50% right now. I want you to study what it says you need to be 60%. I want you to study what it says all the way 70, 80, 90 to 100%. I want you to study that. And I don't want you to lie. I don't want you to make nothing up, but I want you to understand that your stuff is going to get worse. So over the years, you need to go to the VA and complain about your stuff. I'm not telling you to lie, but every year, because they already know that your conditions are going to worsen, you need to read what it says for 60%, 70%, 80%, 90%. And as your symptoms start saying you're 100%, you need to complain at the 100% level. Okay, guys? That's what you need to complain at. That's how you do it. But the problem I have with a lot of consultations I've done, now, guys, that may take 3-4 years. It might. People want it now. People want it now. People want that money right now because 100% is a lot of money. 100% VA disability is non-tax and it's a lot of money. But you got to follow the process, guys. It's a slow roll. It's a slow roll, and the VA gives you the test and the answers. The VA gives you the test and the answer. They tell you, we're giving you 50% because your symptoms say this, 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 this. The next paragraph and the next few paragraphs tell you what you need to be 67, 80. If you know, based on that's why you got to have your records and you got to be intimate with your records. You got to read them. It's boring. Guys, I made an Excel spreadsheet and I sat down with my medical records. I made 2 columns, the date, why I went on sick call. And I went through every page. The date, very generic, head, back, arm, this, that. And then at the end, I sorted it by injury. That way I could see all the head, all the back, all the arm, all the foot. And that way, I'm very intimate with my medical records. When they rate you at 50%, you think that's fair? You say, oh, that's fair. And over the next few years, you're going to be, as your stuff get worse, you're going to go and say it's worse as they say it in that letter. At 60, 70, 80, however they're getting worse, you want to say it how they saying it in that letter. That's how you want to complain. But if you know, no, I'm not just 50% because in my medical record, I'm reading this right here. This means I'm 100. Then you copy that, go file your notice of and mail it in. Now, over the years, as your stuff worsened and you keep going to the doctor, complaining about it, after 3-4 years, you file what's called you do a claim requesting an evaluation for increase. Just tell them this has gotten worse and just state in there why it's gotten worse and whatever provider you're going to, the VA. If you listen, you don't have to get it from the VA because they have it. But guys, I'm telling you right now, if you help them out and give it to them. So I was saying something earlier, I'm going to go back to. Anytime you go to any appointment, guys, any appointments, go have a cup of coffee, go eat your sandwich. And at about an hour, go to the office. It's normally in the basement. It's called release of information. In that office, you get a copy of your visit today. You can get a copy of your, now, if you request something more than just for the day, if you say, hey, I want a copy of all my visits for the past year or two, they'll give them to you. But it's very important that you know what your health care provider is saying about you. Because when I was going through, the healthcare provider was saying, I don't think Mr. Brown is as bad off as he said he is. You know, he's clean, his hygiene is good, his clothes are neat, he speaks well. Guys, that's what he's saying about me. And that's very important because one day in the VA lobby, an old school cat told me, he said, man, you got to stop coming up here looking like that. just out the blue. He asked me my name, what branch I was in, and all that. He said, bro, you got to stop coming up here like that. I said, what do you mean? He said, bro, you see the clothes I got on? He said, when I cut my grass, I put these clothes in a brown paper bag and I put them in the garage. And when I come to the VA, this is what I put on. And I said, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not playing crazy. I'm not lying. I'm messed up. And I'm not going to do nothing. As long as my brain works and I can wash my butt and brush my teeth and wear clean clothes, I'm going to do that. But it's a true statement. You need to know what your provider is saying about you so that when you write your notice of disagreement, you can address that. And I told him, just because my clothes are clean, I brush my teeth, and I speak well, it doesn't mean all these things aren't wrong with me. And that's what the provider was saying. The provider is only there to treat you. The people who work in the VA, guys, but they get involved with trying to dictate or help someone make a decision on increasing you or not. Are you disabled or not? Their only job is to treat you. The VA administration is the one who makes decisions on your disability or not, but the provider is only supposed to treat you. And when you get copies of your notes and your labs and all that stuff, you will see that your healthcare provider may not be your friend. So guys, I think I covered everything. And we're about to go into the live feed. But guys, it's very important that everybody understands what service connected. Now, there's one more element of service connection I left off, guys. And these are called secondary conditions. Okay? These are called secondary conditions. Those conditions that come up as a result of a condition that you actually have that's service connected. So example, let's say that you have a bad hip and you service connected for it. And because this hip is bad, you're putting too much on this hip, you're doing too much with this hip. Now, this hip is bad. You don't just say, this hip is bad, give me service connection for it. It's going to be denied. And the VA know it, that they know what you're trying to say, but you got to specifically say, I'm requesting service connection secondary for this hip, for the hip that is already service connected, whatever it is. If you take medication for high blood pressure and you have high blood pressure and it causes you to have ED, your little ping don't get hard, you request erectile dysfunction secondary to your high blood pressure. Okay, that's the last element of service connection. I'm sorry I left that off, guys. It's called secondary. And guys, I'm telling you right now, there are a million. So one of my partners has insomnia, and they only gave him 10% for that. But I did my research, guys, and I found out not insomnia, narcolepsy. But in doing my research, I found out that people who lose consciousness like that, they're really having seizures. So what I had to do was I requested seizures secondary to his narcolepsy, and they got him 100%. Shout out to my big man Anthony Perkins. All y'all know Anthony Perkins. So guys, I'm available for consultations. The guy asked me today how much I charge, and guys, shame on all those guys out there who charge people. Now, I think people who went to school and learned something, attorneys, doctors, people who build houses, people who got a skill that they pay for, I think they should charge something for it. But guys, this is God-given talent. I learned it on my own, and I'll be damned if I would charge a veteran to help them if I can. So guys, I'm gonna go to the live chat. Thank y'all for coming in. It's currently 10 people in here. Only got 5 likes. Can I get 5 people who hadn't hit that thumbs up yet to please hit the thumbs up? What up, Jamal? I see you. Most definitely. Get seen for everything. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. What up, Henry? I see you. Henry, I didn't think you were being here, man. I know that this is probably a boring topic for you, man, but Thank you for joining and your continued support. Jamal says, document everything. If your toe itches, go to the doctor for it. I'm telling you, man, go to the doctor for it, because if you later develop infatigo, I don't even know what that is later, you can say, hey, man, I got this when I was in the Army, and fight for it. Blue Vega, KOK, that's like, what's up, y'all? That's that slang, man. That's what's hurting my learning Spanish, man. Everybody here talks slang and be texting me slang, and I put it in the translator, and I don't know what the hell they saying. But KOK, I think that's like, what up, or how you doing? Jamal, all true. You can also get it for secondary illnesses and disabilities that develop with a service-connected disability. That's right. I just covered that. Thanks a lot, Jamal. Thanks for having my back. LJ says, what's up? Profi says, facts. Mr. Relentless, salute to you. Salute, sir. How are you? Oh, guys, we got 8 likes. I appreciate y'all. Profi said, I hope he paid you for your time, because you are dropping jewels. Once again, man, I appreciate it, man. But bro, I've helped people, man, and after I've helped them, man, they disappeared. You know why? Because they got 100%, they got 80%, they got 90%, they got back pay, and they thought I wanted some of their money, man. Bro, I don't want none of them. I would like to hear what the success story is. And often when I help people, you're not done. Everybody don't get 100%, but some people get 80%. They get a couple of years back pay and they're happy. No, we're not done. We're trying to get you to 100%. But because they don't see, they know I'm going to have to see that their letter from the VA, and I'm going to find out how much money they got. And people will cut me off because they don't want me to know how much money they got, because they think I'm going to ask for something. I don't want nothing from you. I'm happy for you. Now, if you want to buy me a bottle of whiskey, if you want to buy me a cigar or two, because you done got thousands and thousands of dollars, hell yeah, I'll take it. But man, I would never take a dime from nobody, because I didn't pay nothing for this knowledge. And I know how messed up I was, and I know how disappointed I was when I was fighting the VA. I called it the war after the war, man, okay? I call it the war after the war. Yeah, I'm telling you, Jamal, man, it's true. When you go in the VA looking like you good, bro, it got some impact on the things they say about you guys. In every VA, they have what's called an office in the basement, release information. You can go and get copies of your appointment today, or for 6 months or 3 months. Go get it, guys. Find out what they're saying about you. LJ, 100% permanent total. Special monthly compensation. I get 3 special monthly compensations, bro. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. God bless. Henry says, man, I will always support your channel, and you have since I met you, bro. Bro, you like a brother to me, man, and I love you, bro. Bahama Man 305, thanks for the info. Just got to 80, 100 a bus. Poor from Huntsville, Alabama. Thank you for always joining, bro. Congrats on your 80%, bro. And yes, don't stop fighting, man. After I exhausted all my pills, I was at 90, man. I was stuck at 90, and I was online one day. I found a gentleman. He's passed now. He's dead, but he filed a federal lawsuit on my behalf against the VA, and he won. And the one condition that was keeping me from getting to 100% was post-traumatic stress disorder. I've been in combat twice. I had been shot in the head. I took the medicine. I talked to a psychologist, laid on the couch, and they were denying me for PTSD. But when he won that federal lawsuit, they gave me 100% for PTSD all by itself. I was already 90, but they gave me 100. I've told that story before. Some of y'all know it. Some of y'all don't. Mr. Relentless, I will be in Santiago for Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully I can meet you. I need the info for my VA benefit. Yeah, bro. I go to Santiago almost every weekend, man. I don't keep up with these holidays. Remind me when that is, man. Email me. I'll shoot you my WhatsApp, man. I'll give you my phone number. Remind me when you coming, man. I got a little something down there. So yeah, man, I would definitely come see you, meet you, and I will give you all the information. Terrence County, Terrence Canty, what up? This is my partner, man. I met him in Texas. We lived near each other in Atlanta. Now he's here in Boca Chica. Good dude, man. I always appreciate your support. So guys, I'm gonna tell you, if you're still in the military, I'm gonna tell you how you submit your claim. Guys, this may be tedious, but you need to get a copy of your medical record. A lot of it is automated now, so you need to go to that place, whatever the name is, and get the copy of your records that are in the computer. Once you have all that, you got to sit down at your computer, your Excel spreadsheet. You make an Excel spreadsheet with this is how I got intimate with my medical records. This is how, when the VA rated me low or didn't give me, I knew how to respond to that because I had an intimate knowledge of my medical records. You got to open up an Excel spreadsheet. And on this Excel spreadsheet, all you need is 2 columns. You need date and reason you went on sick call. You open up your medical records, and every page, I don't care if it's a lab report, I don't care what it is. If you went on sick call, put the date and why you went. Very generic. Make it very generic. The date, head injury, hand injury, this, that. And once you enter your entire medical record, then you're going to sort it by column B, which is the injuries and illnesses. That's going to give you a really good snapshot of, hey, man, I went on sick call a lot for this, a lot for this, a lot for this. Now, I've got this injury. I haven't been on sick call too much for this. So I'm going to start going on sick call for this and documenting. Because if you got something happen and then you only went to see about it 10 years. No, listen, this is how you about to separate. But before you separate, you giving yourself another opportunity to get something that you didn't get seen a whole lot about. You need to go and get seen about that. Get that document. Also, what I did from this spreadsheet, let's say that I'm on my spreadsheet, I'm on the area about head injuries. I went through my medical record and everything about head injuries. So I got some tabs, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Let's say the head injury was in tab H. I went through my medical records and everything concerning my head, it was there. Let's say if back was in tab B. Every time I went to sick call about my back, I went through my medical records, everything. So what I did was when I was going through my medical records, inputting it on a spreadsheet, I had these little stickers that stuck out from the document. And whatever it was, I put head, back, this, that, so that when it's time for me to start putting it in the sectional thing, A through Z, I okay, everything associated with back, it got X on it. So I got that out. So guys, when I submitted my claim, no one had to go through my medical records and find. I had everything tabbed and labeled. I had the spreadsheet right under the claim form. So the first document was the claim form. It's about 8-10 pages. And then under that was my Excel spreadsheet. And under that spreadsheet was my tabs, A through Z. And in there, everything, all the medical records. I took my medical records and broke it down by illness and injury. I even had a tab for lab reports. I did. I had a tab for every physical examination I had in the Army. You know, in the Army, I had to take a physical every 4 years. Every 4 years, I had one tab with all my physicals. So, guys, when they got my claim, it was, and they still only gave me 60%. So imagine if I hadn't done that, probably would have got 30%. Okay. So guys, let's say Blue Vega says it took me a while to get 100%. Yeah, bro. It took me 6 years. And while I was 90%, I applied for individual unemployability and I got it. But a mistake people make is once they get that, they stop appealing. They stop going, no. I kept fighting for 100. You want 100. Even though at 90% I was individual unemployability, getting the 100%, no. I want that 100% rating. You want that 100% rating, guys. You want that 100% rating. Tarrant County said, good info, people. This man helped me with my claim to 100%. I did. I helped Terrence. But Terrence is so damn smart, man. Terrence is like a rocket scientist, man. Man, I helped him, but really, man, I did, but he was so smart. He took my help, my advice, what I told him, and he made it 100 times smarter and better. He did. Because Terrence is like a rocket scientist, man. Hey, ask Terrence, tell people your official title, what you do. And if you want to tell them how many degrees you got, tell the people, man. I ain't trying to put you on the spot, man. But Terrence is intelligent as hell, man. Terrence is like, man, bro, listen, he's a rocket scientist, man. He's a rocket scientist. All right. Anybody else? Y'all know me, man. We've been here 36 minutes, guys. And guys, if you know anybody who's a veteran or currently in the military, guys, share this video, share my channel, send it to them, guys, because they need this information. And if you need a consultation, guys, email me. I'll hit you back. We'll set up a time on WhatsApp. And guys, I'm a straight shooter. If you ain't got nothing, I'm going to tell you. So Terrence says he has 4 bachelor's masters in bioengineering from Georgia Tech. Did I tell y'all that Terrence was smart? Huh? I call him a rocket scientist, but yeah, he's smart. So Mr. Relentless asked me for my email. But guys, in the video description of every video after we're done, go down to the video description at the bottom. My email address is there, guys. It's there. I am Q. Are you still going to the States? I had to go to the States, I think in February for a funeral. I have no plans to go back. I have no plans to go back, Q. I have no plans, bro. Not if I can help it. I'm in paradise. I'm healthy. I'm taking care of myself, man. This is, guys, I've been in great shape all my life, exercising all my life, guys, but I'm at a different level now because, guys, the food here, guys, is just so much better. I've lost 30 pounds. Guys, it's just the stress, guys, the stress is gone. Now, I still got I'm struggling with my disabilities, guys, PTSD, anxiety, depression, but guys, I'm not going to say I'm better, but I'm better under the conditions. I'm living with everything I got, but it's better here. Healed, but it's better here than in the United States. Living with all the stuff that's wrong with me, oh, it's better. I'm better. I'm healthier, but I'm not cured. Shit's still wrong, all right? Yeah, dude. So, what up? Man, I'm like a video like this. I think YouTube don't like me, man, because why wouldn't they allow more people to see my video, man? Bro, they do it to me, man. They just don't like people to see my video. Terrence County, very true. Lost 30 pounds. God, every time I see Terrence, I tell Terrence, bro, you lost some more weight. I'm telling you. I am Q. Do you plan on traveling the island? Yes. I've been to about 4 places. There's a list of places I want to go. Yeah, but I just don't plan on leaving the island. But yeah, I'm fond of Santiago. I'm fond of Puerto Plata. I don't give a damn about Sosua. Guys, there's so many places I want to go. Los Terrenos. Guys, the place is beautiful. Guys, unless it's a funeral or unless I got to go sell my house or unless it's business oriented, I'm not going back to the United States. Not if I can help it. I plan to visit Thailand for a minute. There's a few places I want to go. I want to go to Colombia, but man, it's too many robbings and killings and druggings. Now, I think I move differently from the people who are getting robbed and drugged and killed over there. I don't move like those people, so I don't think I would be in the situations they're in to get robbed like and mugged and drugged. But still, guys, people sitting in restaurants, people in hotel lobbies getting robbed at gunpoint, people getting robbed on the street with a guy that stopped with a motorcycle and a gun. I'm not going to Colombia, guys. Keith Lamont says, respect, brother. Thank you very much. I am Q. How's your Spanish coming along, guys? For about 3 months, I've been hitting it. And I'm learning. I'm doing better. When I'm in the gym, when I'm places, I'm listening to people. I'm picking up words. I'm picking up phrases. I met. Today I was walking to the grocery store. I saw one of my neighbors walking from the grocery store with bags, and I said to her, "Tu es fuerte." That means you're strong. She said, no, poquito. That means it's small. It's like, yeah. So yeah, man. I'm learning, man. I study every day for a minimum of an hour. I'm gonna pick it up some more. Um, when friends come over the house, they speak Spanish, so I'm understanding some. I have to use the translator often, most times. But guys, I'm getting to a point to where I I'm not conversational. I got some phrases. If I go out to eat, which I don't, I know how to order food. I know how to serve certain things. I know how to ask for the bathroom. I know how to ask how much does it cost. Okay, so yeah, um, Spanish is about repetition and learning a million words, bro. You really gotta learn a million words, and what you study now, you're gonna forget it in 15 minutes. So when I study, I open up a Word document, and what I'm learning, I type it in Spanish and English. And next time I come to study, I'm studying, I'm studying what I just studied. Because if you study something now, you're gonna forget it in 20 minutes. So how you learn is by repetition, reinforcing what you study. Repetition, repetition, repetition. That's all it is. And if you really think about it, guys, that's how you learn English as a child, as a baby. You kept learning words. You kept learning words, and that's how you learn English as a baby. You kept learning words from your family or your siblings or watching TV. Same thing, guys. I consume a lot of Spanish from people in my environment, music, Netflix, reading, studying. Guys, you got to consume a lot of Spanish to learn Spanish. Terrence, good night, people. I see the wife is calling me. Sorry. Buenas noches. Okay, man. Good night. Buenas noches. Thank you for joining. So, guys, look, man, we're approaching 45 minutes. Not too many veterans. Yeah, quite a few veterans chimed in, man. I appreciate y'all. Man, when I'm gonna get a video that go viral? Man, I really thought the one video I thought was gonna go viral, and if you guys could tell me any video you thought was gonna go viral, tell me what it is. But the one that I was most proud of, that I thought was gonna go viral, was the one She's Not Girlfriend Material. Man, I just had a feeling about that video, man. I thought that live was gonna go woo. So, guys, since I got monetized, my channel is averaging about 15, 16, 18 bucks a month. I ain't seen it yet, so I'm hearing that after you get so much accumulated, they're gonna write you a check, guys. But you don't make no money off YouTube unless you get a video that go viral. And once you go viral once, YouTube start making your video available for more people to see. they kind of encourage people to click on it. It pops up all over the place once you go viral. But until you go viral, you just struggling, man. So I'm monetized, but guys, I ain't seen a dime. Okay, I am Q. Would you marry a Dominican and have children? You will learn the language quickly. So, first thing I will agree with, if you have a Dominican mate, it will help you learn Spanish faster. I don't see anything wrong with marrying a Dominican and having children. That's not what I'm really interested in. If I do meet somebody I love and want to have children with, I don't think I necessarily have to get married. I've been married before, man, and that paper don't mean nothing. I think you can love someone and be with them, take care of them, and have children without being married. So I don't think I'll ever get married again. But bro, you never know. Well, I just think if that's your desire, you got to really take your time. You got to learn the language. You got to learn the culture. Dominican people are very different from American people. I'm not saying that in a bad way, but the culture will cause some problems in your life. The culture differences between Americans and Dominicans will cause some problems in your life. You got to date. You got to get to know them. And I wouldn't rush living with nobody. But if that's what you want, I wouldn't recommend Boca Chica, Puerto Plata, Sur. I recommend. So if you do go to those places, you got to find a girl who's out doing regular stuff. Can't be in them streets. But if you really want a good old-fashioned family-oriented girl, you got to go to the country somewhere. You got to go to the country, get these girls who are not hanging out, who are not in the street. You got to get a good traditional girl, guy. Family-oriented girls. Well, yeah, I wouldn't have. If I hadn't been married before, I probably would love to be married. But guys, I just don't think I have to be married in order to love somebody and take care of them. Nope, I don't believe that. All right, guys, I'm gonna thank everybody for coming out tonight. I'm gonna ask you to please share this video. Um, if you haven't liked already, please like. I already know that all you guys are subscribed, so I'm not gonna ask you to subscribe. But the people who watch this video later, man, I'm gonna ask you to please subscribe to the channel. I am Q. I see you, bro. Thanks. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Good night. Buenas noches.